What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here with another video, and a happy St George's Day to you all. It is absolutely lovely outside. I hope you're all staying home though, and all abiding by the quarantine rules. But what I've got to bring to you today, as it's St George's Day, is a top 10 list of Tottenham players to play for England. And the way we've accumulated this list is all done by caps. So we're going to give you the top 10 Tottenham players whilst playing for Tottenham, caps for England. And let's start off with number 10. And at number 10 is Chris Waddle. He made 29 starts and 7 sub appearances, which makes 36 caps overall. He scored 6 goals for England. But his most famous moment for England, probably the missed penalty in the penalty shootout against Germany in the semi-final. Everyone would have remembered it. Obviously, I was a bit too young to remember it, but I've seen it countless amount of times. But yeah, number 10, Chris Waddle. Obviously, he was a brilliant player, just a tiny bit before my time, so I can't comment too much on it. But let's move swiftly on to number 9. And at number 9 is England's number 1, Paul Robinson. And he made 37 appearances for England, no sub appearances. He was brilliant at his time for Tottenham in his short space of time. You know, he had a few seasons where he was absolutely brilliant, won the Carling Cup with us in 2008. And quite rightly so, he was England's number 1 at the time. But yeah, at number 9 is Paul Robinson. Now at number 8 is a player currently in the Tottenham squad, and he goes by the name of Dele Alli. And he's made 26 starts for England, 11 sub appearances, which brings that to 37 caps for England, scoring 3 goals. You know, I think when Dele burst on the scene, he scored an absolutely amazing goal on his debut. I think he's done the Tottenham boys proud in the England side as well. Had a great hand in the last England World Cup run to the semi-finals. So Dele Alli, he comes in at number 8. And at number 7 comes Teddy Sheringham, and he made 22 starts for England, 16 sub appearances, which makes 38 apps, scoring 9 goals, which is actually a surprise to me because I thought he scored more goals for England. But there you have it, Teddy Sheringham. Obviously, he did make more starts for England, but it was 22 starts, 16 sub appearances whilst playing for Tottenham. So that's Teddy Sheringham coming in at number 7. Now at number 6 is a player who's also a tiny bit before my time, but everyone knows him fondly, and that is Gary Lineker. Obviously, everyone sees him on TV a lot of Match of the Day at the moment. But he made 36 starts for England, 2 sub appearances, 38 apps. And he scored 18 goals whilst playing for Tottenham in the England colours. So that's Gary Lineker coming in at number 6. Now, at number 5 is an England World Cup hero, and he goes by the name of Eric Dyer. And why he's an England World Cup hero is because he scored the winning penalty against Colombia in the last World Cup, which made England's first World Cup penalty shootout win, which was absolute scenes. The whole of England, you know, beer was flying everywhere throughout the whole of the country, the whole of the nation, supporting Eric Dyer through that moment. 31 starts for England, 9 sub appearances, that's 40 appearances in total. And he has scored 3 goals for England, same amount as Dele Alli, and that's number 5, Eric Dyer. And now we're going to move on to the top 4, and at number 4 is a player who every single fan in the country must admire, and he goes by the name of Jimmy Greaves. And he made 42 starts for England, 0 sub appearances, 28 goals in England colours whilst playing for Tottenham. Absolute legend of the game. Obviously, very recently he was taken to hospital, but he is at home recovering with his family now. So all our best wishes go out to Jimmy Greaves and his family and all his close friends. But that's at number 4. Now, at number 3 goes by the name of God, Glenn Hoddle. 40 starts for England, 4 sub appearances, that's 44 caps for England with 8 goals. Obviously, Glenn Hoddle was before my time, but everyone can appreciate what a talent this guy was. Diego Maradona said it, that Hoddle was the best player he ever played with in that testimonial. Maradona was busting the Tottenham shirt, but Glenn Hoddle, one of the best players ever to play for Tottenham, and he comes in at number 3. Now, Number 2, and this is an interesting one, is Harry Kane. 38 starts for England, 7 sub-appearances and 32 goals for England. That's 45 caps overall. And out of everyone on this list, he is the top goal scorer. So he is the top goal scorer of players to play for Tottenham whilst England. So that is an amazing stat for Harry Kane. And obviously, he's still got time in his hands. So let's hope he can build up those numbers, because he will be at the number 1 spot soon. But who is at the number 1 spot for England caps whilst playing for Tottenham? And that is number 1, JD Trouble, Jermaine Defoe, which is 16 starts, 33 sub-appearances, which makes 49 caps overall, 16 goals. He's probably one of England's best subs of all time, to be honest. But he is at the top of the list of England caps whilst playing for Tottenham. Absolutely amazing player in Jermaine Defoe. Spent 2 times at Tottenham. We sold him probably before a time he should have been sold. We sold him to Portsmouth. Then he came back under Harry Redknapp and then left again, now playing for Rangers. But Jermaine Defoe, he is at the top of the list. So there you have it. That's our top 10 list of England caps whilst playing for Tottenham. Like, subscribe and comment below. And as always, come on you Spurs.